Bro, FOMC has blown a lot of people's accounts. FOMC has done the most. Wow, it's crazy. Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Ogbe, and this is my YouTube channel, Trades by Okay, where I come to dissect the charts. And yes, I'm still here. I am still here. Where I come to dissect the charts and obviously talk about everything technical analysis and chart work in general. And I'm just waking up. My eyes are still. So I might not exactly have people joining because I just want to talk about the chart and show up today that is a Sunday. And I do well, it's the market's open technically, right? But it's still a Sunday, and we can still come on here to chop up the charts, and I can still share my thought process and approach to the market. All right. Now, of course, if you've been watching my content, I have been trying to do this new thing where I show my face. And if you've not been watching my content, you can go and watch my other videos. This is where I come to talk about my trading and chart work in general. If you are someone that is trying to get into technical analysis and trading, you should be here. You should subscribe. So please subscribe. Please share this video to someone who you know is going into trading so that we can, look at the market together. And obviously you can learn some of my approach or my strategies. I'll try not to use that word, but yes, some of my trading strategies and my trading mindset towards profitability, right? So yeah, if you have already subscribed, thank you very much. I love you very, very much, and let's keep the community growing. But if you haven't, please, I will give you 5 seconds to subscribe to the channel. All right, because that's really important. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you will be notified anytime I have a video like this drop. Trades by Okay is the channel. Daniel Ogbe is my name. I also go by Okay, but this is not corporate now, is it? So channel, and we are all about the chat work. You can go back to my previous videos, you'll see that I am all about the chart work. I didn't even used to show my face here. I just used to come and talk about the chart. So the chart is reading the chart and analyzing, not even trading exactly, but analyzing the market is what I hold important, not the flashy lifestyle and all that make people blow their money. Right. And before we get into that, we are in an era. I mean, if you're watching this, you know that I am Nigerian. I'm not sure I'm at that level yet where I have people from other parts of the world watching me on my YouTube. But if you are Nigerian and if you are active on X, you would notice that there is a notion that is going around that is saying Forex is scam. Right. First off, Forex trading is not a scam. I'm just going to put it out there. Forex trading is not a scam. What is a scam is the dream you buy into when you are coming into trading. And everybody has that dream, really, right? I had a dream at some point when I was getting into trading. I wanted a fancy car. I wanted a yacht. I still want a yacht. I still want a fancy car. But I am wiser now compared to when I was coming in, because now I know that those things are not solely based on my results in the market. The market is where I come to simply not flip, but like it's where you come to make more money. And the goal should always be to withdraw more than you deposit. Right. So you need to have a substantial amount to deposit in the first place. Right. And with your edge and trading ability, you can then withdraw more than you deposited, right? But a lot of people never make this realization, because to get to this realization, you need to have blown a shitload of, you need to have had tears and tears and gallons of tears to get to the realization. And people don't stick around for that. They blame their mentor, they blame the signal provider, they blame the indicator, but they never just go back, sit back and be like, you know what, this is a process. Let me dedicate time into developing the craft and skill of trading, which is analysis and execution and psychology. Like three parts that I would say makes up trading. Right. So it's not a scam. You've just been psyoped by the lifestyle you see online. And when you go in through, because of the lifestyle, they will say, come, I make a video on this on my TikTok. They'll say, come, we'll do this and this mentorship, that kind of thing. And then you go and then you fall prey to the wolves in the trading industry. And there are wolves in any other industry. But the reason why in trading it is prominent is because the lifestyle is promised and people like easy money. Easy money. It's not easy. Trading is not easy. Trading is hard. Trading exposes a lot of things about you, and it is not easy. The fact that you got into the market thinking that you're going to make a lot of money to buy a Lambo and buy a house in 1 year of trading shows that you thought it was going to be easy. It's not easy, right? But you have a bigger chance of winning, or a better chance of winning, when you master the craft. So that's what I'm about to dive into now. And then you see that it is a craft and it's a skill set that you need to develop and perfect before you can start dreaming about a Lambo. All right. So thank you very much. I'm about to share my screen so that we can talk about last week. Last week I had some trades. I had a euro trade running, and I basically got into a NAS that I will be going over here, of course. So if you want to stick, you obviously want to stick around, we can go over the chart and you can see my process. If you have not subscribed, please do. If you like this video, please like it, please subscribe, please share it to your friends. I am here to show up and continue being consistent, because that is how I stay on track. Right? So yes, let me share my screen. And I feel like I've been talking for a while, but it needed to be said, because it's like, yo, how would you say it's a scam? Like, how would you say trading is a scam? They obviously are doing it wrong, and yeah, you're turning around to cry online and say it's a scam. It's not a scam. Anyway, let's not give these people more time than they are worth. Instead, I will share my screen and we can talk about the reason we are here, which is the charts. Okay. Is there a... There you go. Okay. So it is yeah. So obviously, if you watch my previous video, so I mean, yeah, basically, before we get into this, please, I'm going to say it again. If you like my previous videos, or if you like videos like this, please subscribe. Please hit the bell icon. Please hit the like button. Hit all of the buttons and all of the icons, so that you can join me on this rise to greatness. All right, so that obviously you can come here and not just learn from how I do things on the chart, but also, be part of the community I'm trying to build, or we are trying to build. Because now it's not just me. I usually have my friends here, but it's late. I don't want to. I'm tired personally, so I rather just do this and go do something else, and then link up with the boys during the week, right? So EURUSD. So if you watched my previous video, you would know that I sold EURUSD from this region here. It was a nice influence trade where we had our Fibonacci here, right? Trend line came from the higher time frame, and then this was a nice confluence, and we started selling it to the downside. Now, between here and here, I probably had like 3 sets of positions, right? Because that is how I'm able to, grow my small money into something substantial. So I scaled to a 1 hour time frame, and obviously between here and here, you see we are having some. We come here, we have sideways movements, we have another position. We come here and pull back, we have another position, and we just try to stack it up like that until we head to overall TP. Overall TP obviously was the 100% retracement points here. We didn't get there because of this bad boy here. And again, I would advise you guys to follow me on X, because I was consistently talking about the trade as it was progressing. When we got to this trade probably spanned like 2 weeks, give or take 2 weeks trade, right? So yeah, give or take a week, sure. Let's just say give or take a week, but it crossed over into from 1 week into another week, right? So a couple of days could be. So yeah, we traded all the way down to the key support because I highlighted this support region closely, right, on my previous video. And I was like, once we break here, we can now start hitting all these TP points, right? We can now start hitting the 100% retracement point and this guy and this guy. But we need to clear this guy first. And annoyingly enough, even if we came here, and I remember we started the week with a gap and we pushed up to the upside, I still added a sell position around this region. The reason why I did that was because I was still bearish in my bias, and this was a nice confluence. This was a nice 50 fib retracement that I just saw, and then we still traded back to the downside. And then it was when we now stalled at this point, I closed out like a significant amount of my positions. I did not want to hear stories. I closed out a significant amount of my positions and moved the SL to break even somewhere around here, because that Friday was FOMC. Yeah, that Friday was FOMC. And what happened? FOMC wrecked us. Not wrecked us, because I made profits technically, right? All of these trades, I probably had like 4 sets of positions, right, for EURUSD. But the overall movement of the trade was meant to have the TP1 here and TP2 here and TP3 here, right? The overall movement of the EURUSD. But that didn't happen. I left with profit, but right now it seems we have stalled in the movement, and yeah, we got stopped out for profits / break even. We didn't hit TP, right? So we got stopped out on that one, and right now I am still bearish on the trade, and I'll show you why. This is why I say watch my previous videos. My previous videos have a lot of gems that you can add to this one and then layer on top each other to get the full picture. But anyway, you can see that the daily time frame here has this trend line that has respected itself and has been the guiding force to our sell bias, right? Now, the fact that we have come to respect this trend line is 2 things can happen. We can fly all the way up here, or we can start, oh shit, or we can start pushing back down. Now, my issue with the euro in the position it is in, and why I will probably not be trading it this week, is because we have broken back up rather into this general range, right? We have broken up, we have like broken back into the general range. Yeah, we broke it as that was support before, so now that's back up, and then now we're in. Has that happened? But if you look at this, you would see a double bottom here that has formed. Let me remove this. You'll see a double bottom that has formed here. Oh shit, I just remembered I didn't send this link to my friends. Let me just drop it, sir. You never can tell who is available. Anyway, so yeah, the let me just let me do that. Anyway, yeah, so the main thing is we could, yeah. That's what I was saying. Sorry, my head got scrambled there. We have this double bottom, right? And this is the neckline. We've broken the neckline. We could easily retest and carry on to the upside. And this is not the recipe for a bearish setup. This is not a bearish setup. It was nice when we had the break the flag pattern. Remember, when we had the break the flag pattern, we break it, we carry on to that. That was nice, but this is not nice. This is giving bullish movement. This is giving bullish movement. This is giving bullish movement, and this is not why we are here. I mean, of course, if we if we break out of here and start trading above here and then start, it's I wouldn't be so confident because we are still inside this big range here, but I would know that okay, we might be able to, give it some time, 2 weeks, let it figure out what it wants to do, right? But ideally, I would want us to break down back below. I don't even know if I would be comfortable trading it within this guy. So it's just very dicey for me. I would give it some time. I would give the euro some time. There is a lot of edge cases that I am not seeing. Is a lot of things to factor. I'm not comfortable just trading it like that, knowing fully well that we might fall to the downside and this neckline will hold and will carry up to the upside, or we might come in here and we'll still be in this range, or we might be trading here and we'll still be in the bigger range. It's a lot, right? So how about we just push it to next weekend and we can talk about the euro next weekend. But the Euros chapter for me right now, this week, I'm closing the chapter on the euro this week because there's a lot that I am not catching. There's a lot that is still left to the forces of the market, and I don't want to trade that way. I don't want to trade that way at all. Another pair I've been looking at, another instrument rather, I've been looking at is NAS, right? And with NAS, I mentioned that. All right, let's go. Now, with NAS, I mentioned that we were selling, we're bearish. I made it clear that we were bearish. However, I talked about, I talked about this, not even I talked about this in my last video. So please watch it and please check it out. Please. Right? So I can get the full gist, and also you can save me stress from, trying to doing a whole, top-down analysis on this. Right? So for NAS, it's simple. On my last video, I said that on my last video, I said the only way I would be trading NAS is when we have a clear break and a retest to the upside. We have a clear break, a retest to the upside, and then carry on to the downside. Now, so far, we've had the clear break. Let me hide this for a bit. Yeah. So far, we've had the clear break to the downside. We've had a retest to the upside, right? Which is beautiful. But I messed up last week. And why did I say I messed up? Because I jumped the gun on this NAS. And of course, if you follow me on X, I post most of these type of during the week follow-ups on trades. I post them on my X, so you can follow me. I'll have the my handle. My handle will be in the description, of course. But when I say I jumped the gun, what I mean is I thought this was not going to retrace. Did I use the, oh, can't imagine. I thought this was not going to retrace because during the week I was watching NAS, and when we broke down below, I expected a push to the upside. Right. I expected a push to the upside, and of course, we carry on and that kind of thing. But that didn't happen. Instead, we had a sideways movement here, and we now had this inverted hammer, like we're just heavily bearish. So I was like, whoa. I think I missed this setup here. You get, because like I was like, okay, we've broken it. I was watching it, I was expecting a retracement, but then we now started heading lower and lower, and I was like, oh, okay. I think if I do not get in now, I would miss my opportunity. I think it was somewhere within this sideways movement. I was like, whoa, I need to get in here, right? And that is FOMO, the fear of missing out, and I very much am a victim of that. Obviously, because I was scared of missing the trade. I got in here and I paid the price. And I paid the price heavily. Because when we started retracing, my SL got hit. And, it was shitty because I said when we break and we test back to this place, But in the moment, it felt like we're not going to come back here and we're just going to tank to the downside. And I got in and I hurt my hand, which is fine. What's important is what we do forward. So it has officially reset my run, my winning trade run. Because we had gold, we had the euro. Obviously, we had like numerous trades in the euro. But let's just talk about the euro as a setup, right? We had gold, we had the euro, we had JPY that ended in a loss anyway. But we had the gold, we had the euro, which was good. But now NAS was meant to be the third, but now it has cut my run. So now we have to start again. So this is NAS, right? This confluence, however, as you saw the position marker that I hid earlier, I'm already in this trade from last week. And why am I in this trade? I'll tell you why. Easier. Could use here. could use here, whatever one works for you. Let me use it. So yeah, it's a confluence trade. Let me draw some trend lines. What I want to explain now is why I am on this NAS trade. It's not a revenge trade. I don't, in general, I don't revenge trade. I feel the psychological, my psychological Achilles heel is FOMO, the fear of missing out a trade. I feel I don't revenge trade. I do that's the only thing is my fear of missing out on the trade. And I think that's something I need to work on. Please, if you know any books or any or podcasts, that kind of thing, YouTube channels and all that that can help with that. For the fear of missing out, I rather be in the trade and take 1%, 2%, 0.5% of my account as profit than not being in the trade at all. Because I spend a lot of time looking at the charts, stalking the setup, and waiting. That at the end, if I just miss it and it goes my way, it's like, fuck. You know, I have to start again with another pair or with this pair. Like, you know, trade the euro again for like the at least 1 week because it's now in a very difficult position and I can't scale to a lower time frame, to a 30 minutes, a 15-minute time frame and try to catch. I can't, I won't be happy with myself doing that. That's not my style. All right. So I have to leave it alone. So when that is the reality of me when it comes to my trading and when it comes to seeing opportunities and stalking opportunities and taking advantage of opportunities, best believe I take my time and I narrow my focus down into one so much that when I lose out on the trade in terms of, okay, I'm not in the trade and the trade goes my way, it's a problem. It's a problem. And I need to fix that problem, you know. But anyway, back to what we're saying, right? So this is NAS. And the reason why I'm on NAS is simple. This is a confluence trade. And I already said, once we have a clear break, a retest to the upside, we would be selling. Although I have my concerns, shall we straight, I'm not going to lie. Now let's bring that. Oh shit, what am I doing? Forex is not a scam, guys. Please seek education, proper education. Forex is not a scam. I don't know who you guys be listening to. Anyway, so yes, so this was my bias here. This was my bias here. And yeah, okay. This was my bias here. We have the fib level holding here. We have the trend line holding here. So now that we have put in this obvious lower high, sorry about that. Now that we've put in this high, this high is they are both higher than this guy, right? And if you look at the RSI, you see that it's relatively, higher on this scale. So basically, I am betting on this confluence here. That was basically, all right, what I am doing here. I am betting on this confluence here to push us further down, right? However, I have my concerns. What are my concerns? My concerns are simple. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I just woke up not so long, so I'm still in that snoozy mode. I think all my guys are even asleep. This is almost 11. This is 10:57. 10:57. I'm up dissecting the charts. Crazy. Anyway, yeah. So we have pulled back into this region, yes. But my concerns remain. I have two concerns. One, the fact that I have noticed that NAS100 and EURUSD move similarly. Not the same exactly, but they have similar movements. If one is having serious bullish, like you've seen the candles like right? If one is having a serious impulse leg at that period, best believe NAS would have, or like the other one would have like some level of, you know, impulse towards the same direction. So I think there's a logic there, but if one is trending, most likely the other one will be trending. And we are talking about leaving the euro alone because of where it is right now. So it is a weird place for me, given the fact that I'm on this NAS trade. But that is one concern, right? My second concern is this bullish engulfing candle here, right? On this a daily time frame, mind you. Yeah, I think someone is there. Oh, someone is here. Let me finish this. Is he? Anyway, let's continue. So yeah, my second concern is this bullish engulfing candle here. Now this is a daily time frame, and we're talking about a bullish candle that engulfs three bearish candles. So this is one, this is two, this is three, and we have this guy here. It is very possible that on a daily time frame we have more room to the upside to push. This range here, and then from there now see where we are. It's very possible we do that. And that's a bigger concern than the euro and NAS being what they call it, did I say positively correlated or whatever was, I don't know that English. But yes, basically it's like that's a major concern, really. That is a major concern. That is a major concern. The fact that we can pull back in here for a bigger retracement on a daily time frame, that's a bigger concern, right? Because if that confluence doesn't hold, if this confluence doesn't hold here, then it only means one thing, that we are pulling in for a bigger retracement here. I think the market has even opened. But yeah, that only means one thing, that we're pulling in for a bigger retracement. If I bring this here and use here as swing high, I see we even have a whole. My SL is above all of this, of sure, of course, but right, my SL is above all of this for sure, but I think I might close this. I think I might close this trade just to see how we react to this level. If we have something back down here, then of course I would scale to a lower time frame and look for selling opportunities. Obviously, 50% retracement on the fib and whatnot. But that's a very big concern for me. I'm not willing to take the gamble of having of having another losing trade to start my month. That is a no-no for me, honestly. So that is my major concern on this. The fact we might pull in here for a bigger retracement and then now decide from there where we want to go rather than where my what's it called, rather than where my position is at the moment, right? So that is it for NAS. I'll be watching it. Most likely I'll close out and then watch it. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll close out the position I have right now and watch it, watch our positioning, watch where we are at the moment, then now come back and reposition myself for the sell because I am still bearish on it, mind you. All right, so that's that about that. Then we have I think those are the only two things. We have gold, right? We have gold, and to be honest, gold is still a no-no for me. Gold is still a no-no for me, and the reason gold is a no-no for me is simple. We still haven't broke. Like, I really need you guys to go back to my previous videos and watch that shit. You would see that all my videos are linked. All my videos are linked, are interconnected, because very rarely would I be jumping from instrument to instrument looking for a win. I look at the overall move. So even if there is no trading opportunities at the time, I know when to come back and look for trading opportunities. I know what is actually going on because I am coming from a higher time frame, right? So it is just best to do that. It is best to do that. It is best to do that, honestly. Yeah, it is best to do that. Right. So anyway, this is gold, and so far gold has still been in a very icky situation with this support region. We've had people have been trading in here, and I'm not comfortable with that. And it is just very, very, see, there are lines everywhere. It's very messy. It's very messy. I'm not even going to lie. The fact that we have this range, what I would be waiting, what I would genuinely would want to see with gold, what I would want to see with gold is a clean break of this guy. What I would want to see with gold is a clean break of this guy back down here. Then here we can now start trading beneath here. But I still say this, until we break this support region, I do not want to trade gold because it is very unstable. It is very unpredictable. The fact that we have not broken the support region on gold till now, all this while that I've been shouting about the same support region, the fact we've not still broken the support region till now shows that something is cooking with gold. And I am not going to risk being cooked by gold right now. I am gunning for 10 winning trades back to back. That is my goal and mission. So I am not looking at hurting my hand with gold. I would still stand on what I said a video, 2 videos back. If we do not break this guy and have a consolidation beneath here and push it, I am not trading this. Trading inside here like this is a no-no. This is a no. Oh, sure. This is a no-no. All of this is a no-no. Because we can push up here and fly up to the upside, and then we are caught in all of this. I do not want to be caught in anything outside me selling this guy from this down part, like from the break retest, selling this guy with a, you know, basically with the thought process of selling it to this TP, to this support region here. If you look here, this is resistance that turns support on our way up. My thought process is to sell this back down here, which is a lot of pips if we are being honest, a shitload of pips if we are being very honest with ourselves. So yeah, that is my thought process. I think these are the things that I'm looking at. I spoke on USD card, but USD card has retraced for a deeper pullback. This is a daily time frame, mind you. Let me cancel some of these things. Yeah, it has retraced for a deeper pullback. We might start pushing to the upside. We might start pushing to the upside from here. Or, I'm not exactly sure what we might do, but if you would want to see my top-down analysis on USD card, you can watch my previous video. I'm not about to do that. Watch my previous video. Watch it. And so that you can be in line with what I am saying and what I am looking at and why I am moving the way I am moving. Watch it. Anyway, so this is me. Just to recap, I'm not looking at the euro this week. Like, I'll look at it, check out what's going on, but I won't trade it this week. So what I'm actively going to be looking at / trading will be in NAS, of course, NAS100. I've already reduced my risk on NAS. Like I reduced it by, I halved it. Let's just put it like that. I halved my risk on NAS just because it's Monday and I want to see where we go. Now that we are here, how do we react to the support that is now resistance? Right. Let me bring back that. I'll bring back that my sell outlook, whatever. So, but basically what we're looking at is NAS, gold. USD card is not really. USD card is not really. Wow, GBP JPY, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? Could GBP JPY be selling heavily? Wow, maybe it is. This is an inverted hammer on a monthly time frame. Could this be the end of GBP JPY's run to the upside? Could this be the end? I'll mark it. I think I'll add this, but I won't do the analysis now. I'll do it next week. But bearish engulfing candle. This is a full-on bearish engulfing candle. And I think I was talking with Raymond the other time, and when I started this, my first GBP JPY trade was a bearish one, actually. Remember when I was talking about the confluence at a certain point and not selling it to the downside and all that? Yes, that's where this TP line, anyway, you see green line on my chart is TP. That's where I marked this and talking about, 100% retracement point being here, first TP, then we'll now start seeing what we're doing. It seems the Obviously, I'll be looking for a push to the upside, you know, after this massive, like this crazy, man. It's crazy. After this massive sell-off, I'll be looking for profit taking and obviously push to the upside and retracements, profit taking, all that good stuff, so that we can then see what exactly is going on with the with the with this pair. But this is crazy, man. This is crazy. It seems as though we now want to head over to the downside. Like for real, for real. Crazy. This is crazy. I think we might have something here, boys. I think we might have something here. Like there is something cooking with this pair for a sell. Something cooking with this pair. Let's delete all of this. Delete this. Delete this. All of this. There's something cooking with this pair, man. There is something cooking with this pair. This is a bearish setup. This is a bearish setup. Like, take a look at this. This is a clear inverse hammer here on a monthly time frame. I ignore that. I'm sorry. I cannot ignore that. If I put this guy here at this weak rejection here, see this guy here, I cannot ignore these things. I cannot ignore these things at all. At all. I cannot ignore these things at all. Right. So instead, what's going to happen is I will be watching this closely. I'll be watching this very, very closely, actually. I'll be watching this very closely. I'll be watching this very, very closely. I'm not comfortable with the way this NAS is moving. I think I'll just close my position and wait. Yeah, I'll close my position and wait because it's a new month and there's a lot of uncertainties with that trade. I'll just close it and wait. It's still fresh. I'm closing it to be for like, you know, minus 0.0 something percent. So it's not much. I'll just wait because my eye has been going there. You get. But for this GBP JPY, we might be cooking actually. I will take my time and do this. And if you're not following me or subscribing to the channel, I'm nothing to say to you, Charlie. So yeah. I will look at this properly. You know, the market is very giving if you know where to look and how to look at what you're looking at. Right. So again, Forex is not a scam. So that is going to be my time here on YouTube. Right. And thank you very much. I think I have accomplished the aim of the video, which is having my North Star. So the two things I'll be looking at this week, the three things actually, I'll be looking at NAS very closely. Then I'll be looking at GBP JPY. I'll do a full breakdown on my X, on like Twitter, not my actual X. But on my X account, I will be doing a full top-down analysis on GBP JPY, just because this video is long enough and I'm just seeing it. So, you know. Back on another video. So gold and selling gold. But these are the three things I'm looking at, and yeah. Thank you. What's happening to my network? Let me stop sharing my screen. All right. Thank you very much for sticking around. Now, I didn't exactly, I'm not exactly prepped for a video. See, my hair is messy. I just woke up, but I needed to show up. I needed to show up because I, this is how I grow. Me personally, I can't break my streaks. This is how I grow. I have to keep showing up. Good day, bad day, winning, losing. I have to keep showing up. We're all here when I did my flips from 14 to 200 or to 220, from 20 to 150. We did know when I did my flips. We're here now that FOMO has giving me a losing trade, and you will still be here. Wins, losses, all those things, they don't matter. What matters is showing up consistently to look at the charts and generate money from the markets, right? So thank you for sticking around. And when I say I am coming and I'm on the rise, I really do mean that, because I want to lock in on YouTube. I want to lock in on YouTube. I want to lock in on trading. And I want to be able to look back 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now and be like, yeah, I locked in and I did this. Right. So if you want to be part of my journey, if you want to be part of the journey of my guys, I usually have my friends on here, but it's late. I don't know. Solomon was meant to join, but I think he has something to do. People have lives, right? That's why I keep preaching Forex will not replace your day job, right? Unless you are trading investors' money, and that 10% or that 2% is a lot to you. But for the rest of the folks, Forex will not replace your day job, right? It's where you come to grow your money, not come to feed. Right. So thank you very much, you viewing on YouTube. Right? Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share this video to all your trader friends, so that when next I am on high energy, you obviously can come in and we can chop up the charts together. We can look at the trades that are doing well, and the charts, the instruments that are lagging behind, and then we can now start to pick and navigate the market together in this weather. Wakanda. All right. So, yeah, thank you very much. And that's my time here on YouTube. Trades by Okay is the channel. Daniel Ogbe is my name. And I will see you guys next week. Ciao. Just leave.